Hey everyone, I'm just going to explain what our self-paced courses at First Response look like. We have different options for different types of jobs and different needs that you may have, and we're going to explain that really quick right here. But the cool thing about self-paced is they are self-paced. You can do them at your own pace. You can do them when you have time to. Maybe you need to do 15 minutes here, an hour here, 30 minutes here, and break that up over time. That's the main benefit of this. The other benefit is if the times that we have live learning, which are normally on a weekday or weeknight and a weekend, if those don't work well for you, we also have these blended options where you can do this at your own pace and you can kind of fit it into your schedule. The CPR and AED self-paced course specifically is a course where it's blended. So most of these are completely online, but the CPR and AED and first aid part, when you have those all put together, that means that you need to do a CPR and AED skills check after you've completed your course. And you have to do that from 90 days from when you started your course. So once you register, then you have 90 days to finish your course and to finish the skills check portion of the class. And we do have those in Georgia and South Carolina, and you can check our CPR Skills check page where you can find which ones are near you and kind of just check on to make sure that we have ones available for you. Our self-paced courses are certified through ASHI, which is a nationally accredited association, so you would be able to take this certification anywhere in the United States. When you register, you get a unique link for your specific person, and so if it's for you or for maybe the people that you work with, they would get one link. And so once you register and once you have that link, we cannot transfer that to someone else. So there is no refunds for this course because of that part of the policy here. And as far as when you're taking, I'm going to show you in just a second kind of an example of what a class would look like so that you can kind of get an understanding for what you're getting into here. But note that this works much better on a computer than it doesn't really work well on your phone. So it's a good time to use that on your desktop. Now, as far as the options that we have here, we have ones for a pediatric and for adult. Now, for pediatric, that's going to be, the courses are basically the same. The main difference is pediatric, they have examples that are going to show you, okay, this is a child that's choking, or this is an adult that got hit by a car or something like that. That's a little bit different situations that are going to kind of fit into what you do more specifically. The adult version also has a Spanish option. So if that's something you need or someone on your team needs, that's a good option for you there. As far as pricing, it's $45 for those options. It's similar course. The pediatric, if you work with children, you're going to get adult, child, and infant in that course. But for the adult, you're just going to get adult and child. Shortens down the time just a little bit for you. And they're broken down into modules. One thing to know with all these courses is some of them, you might be used to an in-person class that takes maybe 2, 3, maybe about 2.5 hours in most cases. But these courses do take a little bit longer because you got a lot of material to work through. So just note that the main like adult, child, infant, and first aid course takes about 5 hours if you're just sitting down and doing it. But of course, you break that up over time. And that's the main benefit of this course. We also allow you to break these down into different options. So you have the CPR and the first aid and bloodborne pathogens. So if you just need one of those things, then you can do those on your own. Bloodborne is one that most people are not going to take unless you're in South Carolina. That's going to be where most people are going to need that course. And like I said, we have Spanish options for you if that is helpful for you. And then if you are a basic life support, you work in a dentist or you work in a hospital, you're going to need BLS training, and that is just for adult, child, and infant CPR. We don't go over first aid in that portion of the course because BLS that's not part of what BLS certifies. So that's only for higher level certifications. Okay, now I'm going to get into a little bit about what the actual course looks like. Always know if you guys are confused on what course you need, you can always contact us and we will help you figure that out. So let's head into the portal. Okay, now that we're in the portal, once you start taking your course, this is going to be what it looks like. And so you're going to have different modules that you're going to go through. And so you just kind of look through this area here. You see there are 26 courses. There's going to be different depending on what type of course. If you're taking just first aid, there'll be less, or just CPR, there'll be less, or doing CPR and AED and first aid and all the different things, then it's going to be different amounts. But you can see the times it takes. This is one person, how long it took, but it's going to be dependent on just you can give to it and all that kind of stuff, and kind of it's at your own pace again. So, and you just go through the different ones. This is complete because you can see all the way down. That's what you're trying to get to when you start taking this course, is getting every single area complete. Now, another way to know is at the top it says complete, obviously, and then you see download certificate. So that's going to be what, once you finish this portion of the class, you click download the certificate, and then you'll be able to have something to take to your skills check and go, okay, I did this part of the class. Now get the skills check, then you'll get your full certification at that point. Let's look at what one of these looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and click on one.
Caring for someone
and so it's going to talk through this part of the lesson and explain. There'll be little videos and throughout and stuff like that. But this is kind of what it looks like.
After completing this lesson.
And just you can kind of go through as you read through slides and listen in.
When caring for someone exposed to blood or other potentially infectious body fluids, while the risk of contracting it is very low,
and so that's kind of what it looks like as you go through, and you're able to learn a lot from being able to do that. And then the great thing is like, okay, I had time to do just lesson 1. Now I'm going to come back and do lesson 2 at a different time. But again, you have to finish this within, and your skills check within 90 days in order to complete it. If you go over that time, then you're going to have to start back over and then re-register again. And so I hope this helped bring some clarity on what you need to do and what class makes sense for you. Just go ahead and check out the website and see which class you need, and go ahead and sign up for the one that works best for you. And remember that you can always give us a call or contact us via email to figure out what's best for your situation. Thanks, guys.